So hello again everybody, how's it going? I am Arjun, a pre-final year computer science student from Shastra University, a 4-star coder on CodeChef and the president of CodeChef Shastra chapter. Welcome to our channel CodeChef. If you are into competitive programming, wanna learn data structures and algorithms and master them, this is the one-stop destination for you to learn. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already, do consider hitting it now. Great, without a further ado, let's get started. So today we are going to be looking at the problem chef and strings which appeared in the June Long Challenge 2020. So the difficulty level of this problem is simple and the prerequisites are actually none because the problem is totally going to be based on implementation and logic. So let's move on to the problem statement. So the problem statement goes like this. There are n students standing in a row numbered 1 through n from left to right. You are given a string with length n, and for each valid I, the ith character of S is X if it is going to be a girl, or Y if the student is going to be a boy. So X is a girl and Y is a boy. Students standing next to each other in the row are friends. Students are asked to form pairs for a dance competition. Each pair must consist of a boy and a girl. Two students can only form a pair if they are friends. Each student can at most be a part of one pair. What is the maximum number of pairs that can be formed? So to put up this problem in simple words, you will be given a string something like this. Let me rewrite it. So they are asking what is the total number of pairs that can be formed. The conditions given are only a boy and a girl can form a pair, or a girl and a boy, that is students of opposite gender can form a pair, and one student can be part of at most one pair, and students must be friends, that is they must be standing adjacent to each other in the row to be able to form a pair. So in this case these two can be formed as a pair. This girl will not have anybody to be paired with because the previous one is a boy and is already paired with this girl, and the next one is going to be a girl again, but for this girl there is a boy standing next to her. So in this case the total number of pairs that can be formed is 2. For the first case, what happens is there are only 2 students and they are obviously going to be friends because they are standing next to each other and they are of opposite gender, so they can be paired with each other. But in the last case we see that there are 2 boys standing next to each other, so they cannot be paired. So the answer is 0 and it is 1 in the first case. So the constraints goes like this. There are a maximum of 100 test cases. N, which is the length of the string, does not exceed 10 to the power 5. S only contains 2 types of characters, which is X and Y. The sum of n over all test cases does not exceed 3 into 10 to the power 5. So the approach is going to be quite intuitive. So I will show it in the next page. Let's take this case to discuss the approach. So for this, what we are going to do is we are going to traverse the string from left to right, and for each valid I, we will be looking at the person standing before him or her. If the person is going to be of opposite gender, we can pair them both up, but this previous person should be free. Or else we can look at the next person who is standing. If that person is going to be of opposite gender, then we can pair them up both. But as we are moving from left to right, we need not check if this person is free or not. So for this Y, we will check the previous person. It is going to be a girl, so they can be paired. And for this X, which is a girl, the previous person is going to be a boy, but he is already paired, so this is not possible. And next person is a boy, so this is possible. For this girl, the previous person is a boy, but she cannot be paired with him because he is busy. And the next person is going to be a girl, so this person cannot be paired with anyone. So this person also cannot be paired with anyone. And for this girl, we have a boy standing next to her, so they both can be paired. So what we are doing is we are traversing the string from left to right, and for each valid I, we first check the previous person, that is I minus 1. If this person is going to be of the opposite gender of I, and if this person is going to be free, we can pair them up. Otherwise, we look at I plus 1th person and just check if that person is going to be of opposite gender. In case yes, we can pair them up. So we maintain a count variable which is initially 0 and we increment if we find a pair. And to check the previous person is free or not, we can maintain a boolean variable called previous free, and if it is going to be true, it means that the previous person is free, otherwise the previous person is not free. So I hope you understand the explanation. So let's quickly move on to the C++ code, and finally we will see submitting it on CodeChef. So now that you understood the problem approach, let's have a look at the CPP code. So here I get the number of test cases as input, and for each test case I get in the string input, and I initialize the pairs to be 0 and the previous free variable to be true. This because the first person is obviously going to be free, and we start the traversal from the second person. As you know that strings are 0 based index, and if s of I is not equal to s of I minus 1, that is if the current person's gender is not the same as the previous person's gender, that means that they both can be paired up, and we need to also check if the previous person is free. So if this condition is true, it means that a pair can be formed, and we make the previous free as false, because when we move to the I plus 1th person, the ith person will be the previous one. That is why we are making the previous free to be false, and we increment the pairs. So in the approach I have told you that if the previous person is not free or it is of the same gender of the current person, we check at the next person. But here I have not included such a case. That is because we are traversing from left to right. So obviously when we go to the I plus 1th person, we will check if the ith person is of the same gender or not, and if it is free or not. So obviously that case is going to be covered somehow. And the else case means the pairs cannot be formed. So we make the previous free to be true. And finally, we print the number of pairs we have got, and we break the line. So let's copy this code and try submitting in our CodeChef. So it is the exact same code. So that's it for today, guys. After watching this tutorial, try to code the solution on your own and submit it on CodeChef. If you understood this tutorial perfectly, please like this video and share it with your friends who are into competitive programming. To stay updated, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. You can also stay updated via our Telegram group, to which the link is in the description below. Thank you. Have a nice day.